Hey, Georgia Sean here with Swedish Joe and Holiday Clint Eastwood.
Merry Christmas to you all.
We are going through a series of different Christmas beers. We're going to start with Sam Adams White Christmas. Then we'll move into the Evita Christmas Ale. We'll move into Sweetwater's Festive Ale. We'll go over to the Anchor Brewing Christmas Ale. Sierra Nevada's Celebration Fresh Hop IPA. We'll do the two Breckenridges, the Breckenridge Christmas Ale and the Breckenridge Holiday Ale, a whiskey barreled version of the Christmas Ale. Then over to the Goose Island Noel, Rogue's Santa's Private Reserve Ale, Prairie's Christmas Bomb Ale, the Hardywood Original Gingerbread Stout, and then Jackal Brewing's Redneck Christmas Stout. So let's get started with this Sam Adams White Christmas.
Gracias.
So Sam Adams, of course, is a larger craft brewer, but they still do some really good work, so I'm looking forward to this one. Nice kind of orange amber color.
Little hazy.
You can smell some spices in there.
It smells like it's gonna be smooth though.
Yeah, it's clean, but just a hint of smooth. Maybe is that maybe nutmeg?
Nutmeg.
Maybe.
Cheers.
Yeah, it's smooth and easy. Nothing bitter about it.
Nothing.
No strong spices either, like you
Yeah.
get sometimes in
This is mini Christmas.
Yeah.
I was expecting some kind of spice to pop out on me, but
But
It's
that's
definitely
really none, I think.
no, there's no.
Still nice strong sweetness and
yeah. It's a nice kind of malty sweetness beer, and then you hit with that. I guess a little bit of nutmeg in there, like almost like somebody took a good regular ale and just kind of accidentally popped some spice
I
onto
just
it.
passed with
A festive bar event.
Certainly just a hint of any kind of Christmas spice, but
Still a very good beer.
very good.
Easy
Easy
too. If
drinking.
you want to just chill out and just have a little bit of holiday spirit, right, but not really get too into it because it's too early. Maybe it's like the 8th of December. This might work for you.
Yeah. Even though this is our first of many on the night, I think it's safe to say this may be one of the smoothest we tried it tonight.
I think you're probably right. All right, now we'll move on to the Evita Christmas Ale. Evita, of course, out of Louisiana, probably known well for its purple haze. This is darker, definitely moving that amber
Yeah.
kind
Yep.
of
Close
hitting out
to
the brown,
amber.
right?
I like that crown.
Nice, yeah, nice
Nice.
crown. Now this is
A little
more,
bit more of a hop.
yeah, it's more of a hop.
Yeah.
Less spices, more hop.
Like a hoppy ale.
Yeah.
See.
Actually,
Definitely more up.
definitely more, but it actually also has almost a roasty quality to it. Like there's something malty in the back. And not a sweet malt, but
No, steady hard malt.
yeah, maybe I bet you maybe this is right. Maybe it's some of the hops that's making this.
Yeah, it could be.
This has nothing Christmassy special over it, I think. I mean, there's no.
Well, Santa is being pulled in a canoe by alligators.
Okay, that's very Christmassy.
Yeah, outside of the bottle, I'm with Joe. If I just had this blind, I wouldn't correlate it with Christmas
I
at
call
all.
it a decent beer, but not a Christmas beer.
I don't know, it's nice, it's interesting.
Yeah.
If you like Christmas, especially for an ale, not what you get out of a lager.
And
Yep.
I'll say that, I mean, it's got an earthy kind of flavor to it, like maybe that again, maybe a mosaic or something behind it. Mosaic's real popular, of course, but something earthy in the hops that's bringing out some of that roastiness to it. Well, I think you're absolutely right. This is not Christmas off the bat. This is definitely not.
No, it is.
If you didn't see that bottle, you wouldn't know. You guys are exactly right. That's my feelings too.
But it's still decent beer.
Yeah, I mean, it's still okay with it.
Definitely give it
You were right earlier already. So far, we're 2 down, and there's only been one that's been smooth. Now we're with the Sweetwater Festive. Sweetwater, of course, is a Atlanta area. This is dark, but you can see it with some light. You did get a little bit of the red in there, right?
Dark brown.
I think it's my classic Coke color.
Yeah, Coke color.
Yeah, nice.
And this
The malt back again.
It's got a nice roasty malt, but
Yeah.
there's definitely a little bit of something
light
else.
chocolate.
Raisins? I think so.
Chocolate notes
Yeah,
at least.
chocolate it is for sure.
Yeah. And some spice to it, right? But
Yes.
so it's chocolate roasty, not coffee, but roasty.
It's
Yeah.
very roasty
Yeah.
without the coffee. tones.
Yeah. And then there's something else in there.
I mean, the
not-
aroma is much more sweet than it actually tastes.
Yes. But what is that spice?
That's
on
good layers of flavor.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I always like in a beer.
Yeah.
Certainly appreciate when certain flavors hit you at different points.
Absolutely.
I think this definitely has that.
I do appreciate a complex beer, and the Prairie tasting we did, that deconstructed pack, really proved that. Because we did, this whole, you might have seen it with the whole deconstructed pack, where you start with the Prairie, which is, the Prairie Bomb's a phenomenal beer. Just
It is.
phenomenal beer. Complex. Things hit you in different spots of the mouth, different moments, aftertaste, before, aroma, all this kind of stuff. When you deconstructed it into those 4 different elemental beers, they're fine, but
The fun, but
It was
it's
very
such
monotone.
a big difference when you got the bomb in the end.
yeah.
Like the explosion of all this.
Yeah.
That's nice.
But
But this is nice.
of course, we're going to be doing the Prairie Christmas Bomb at the end, so we're really
Yeah.
excited about that.
Right.
But I agree with you. It's a lot of chocolate too.
The chocolates and roastiness are the driving factors. There's a flavor I can't pick up, and there's some sort of, I'm guessing it's a spice of something they've mixed in of some kind, but can't really distinguish it. It's not cinnamon.
No, it's not cinnamon.
It's not nutmeg, I don't think.
I don't think it is. What more do we have? There is Christmas.
Maybe cardamom? That'd be a weird thing to add, right?
I don't
I don't know.
really feel that.
Certainly a light spice of some sort.
Can we cheat and find out? No? We cannot cheat and find out.
It's just festive. With spices.
Interesting though, it's bottle conditioned. That's a nice aspect, which means that they added this beer in here without filtering out the yeast to allow. Oh look, we can. It's a sleigh load of malt spiced with a touch of cinnamon and nutmeg. Okay, well,
So, exactly the one we couldn't feel.
yeah,
Right?
It's interesting though because it must be the roastiness in that chocolate that's overpowering it.
It is.
But there's something behind it. I mean, I guess I should say, now that I know it's cinnamon and nutmeg, I'm a little disappointed that I can't taste
It's
it.
too little of it,
Didn't
yeah.
come through as much.
But it's still, I like this beer.
Yeah.
It's
And
nice.
it's definitely going to Christmas time.
Yeah.
Right.
For me, anyway.
This one is way more of a Christmas type
Yeah.
of beer.
We're moving into the proper. I mean, we're quarter in. I'm losing my numbers already. We're quarter in, and we're starting to get some Christmas beers. All right, now we're going to move on to the Anchor Brewing Annual Christmas Ale. Each year they get a different label too. Every year they got a different tree on their label, but the same general concept.
I think we're going back to the more light one.
It's still an amber, right?
Yeah, but it's not as dark as the.
It's a nice amber.
It is. Very nice.
Ooh,
Just a light.
it has a
haze
nice.
going on.
Oh, citrusy.
It's like a citrus and spice
Yeah.
together.
This should be interesting.
Yeah, it's hops first, then that kind of sweet malt and spices. Yeah, it's like a citrusy floral hop.
Interesting. I've never had anything like this in a specific Christmas beer.
Yeah, this is unique.
It's like as citrusy as you can get, but still call it Christmas beer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's because I think it's got that sweet malt behind it.
Yeah.
I mean, in comparison to the Evita, which had definitely a hop presence forward, right? This seems a little more Christmassy because, again, it's got that flavor you can taste. It's not just hops and bitterness to start in that, you know?
Yeah.
Is it apricot?
Maybe.
I would say something in that direction anyway.
It definitely has that kind of,
Yeah, almost like a peachy.
what do they call that? Like the fruit cake, but not fruit cake. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like a dried, it's like some hard, fruity British thing, you know? People pass around, it's like a bread. It's got a bunch of different kind of like dried fruits in it.
Yeah. I know you're talking.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the Christmas something.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good description for that. But the hops are definitely first.
Oh yeah.
This is interesting. I've
Very
done this
strong
before
smell.
many years ago. I did this because I used to make this in a really big bottle. I've done this before, and I have a friend, Krešimir from Croatia, who always gets it every year and advertises it to me on text.
I like it. It has a bit of freshness to it.
Freshness,
Yeah.
yes. It feels like this would be good sitting in the woods, just chilling out, rocking,
Yeah.
Yeah.
watching winter pass by.
I'm always curious how breweries plan to bring out hops in a Christmas style beer because it's usually going to be stouts, porters,
Winter warmers, that kind of
whatever
stuff.
it
Yeah.
is, right?
But you're actually
this is-
looking for this time of year too. You need some.
But you're missing it. I think I know where you're going, which is you're missing a lot of hop beers
Right.
because they're just hitting the stout and flavored stout and
I guess,
porter and
right.
winter
I
warmers.
guess my point is it can be done and done well because this is pretty good.
I'd do this again. And now we're going to move on to the Sierra Nevada Celebration Fresh Hop IPA. Came off easier. Much easier.
You're right.
Sierra, of course, is known for being a hoppy beer, of course. So I imagine, while this might not be a torpedo, this is definitely going to have some hop flavor to it.
Yeah, this is orange to pull amber, I would say.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah, a
some
little
orange in
bit
there.
orange.
And yep, there's some hop presence. I'd
Smell
say,
some hops, but not as strong.
With yeast too.
yeah, and some sweetness too. It's no cinnamon roll beer, but
No.
it's not as citrusy. Like at first, my first aroma was Cascade. Traditional Cascade.
Yeah.
But when I taste it,
This
I no
definitely
longer
has
think it's
this
Cascade.
earthly tones in it. Grassy.
Because we touched on it earlier, the first thing I think of when I drink this is if I had this blind, I would not categorize it as a Christmas beer.
Nope, I agree. I don't
I
taste
agree.
any
This
spices.
is a good beer, but no
I don't
But-
taste
celebration.
super sweetness.
Celebration, fresh IPA.
Maybe we celebrate something else than
Right.
Christmas.
I mean, it's not. Maybe it's more of a New Year's.
Doesn't tell us that there's any kind of spices. I think it's just. Yeah, see, look, I think they've basically they've acknowledged
winter beer.
they've acknowledged here. I think it's a special ale for the holidays. Celebration IPA features the first hops of the growing season. So basically, what they're saying is, this is this kind of piney hops that they've got, and I don't even think they're advertising it as a true Christmas beer, just as a celebration of coming out of winter. I mean, the label implies Christmas, but we
Right.
may have gotten this
It's
wrong.
more like a spring beer then.
Except for the snow.
Yeah.
I think, as I said, I think that they are acknowledging that this is just a seasonal beer, but they're not. We just implied it was Christmas by the label.
Right.
Yeah, but I kind of agree with you. It's more like presenting new hops.
Yeah. So it's definitely got the fresh hop is nice. I mean, it's hop forward. It's piney hops. It's got a little bit of a citrus kind of flavor to it.
Yeah.
Maybe some malt in there, but
No.
this is
Yeah.
not a Christmas beer anymore to me.
No.
I think fresh hop is the right verbiage though.
Well, I'd still drink it, but I think we need to get off of it as a Christmas beer and acknowledge that that's not what it was.
No, but I would have one.
Maybe two.
Mhm.
All right, now we're going to move into our Breckenridge. So we're going to do the Christmas ale, but we're also going to do the Holiday Ale, which is the Christmas ale aged in those whiskey casks.
Just a shade darker, huh?
Yeah, not much difference.
Yeah, just a shade darker, which is interesting because I sort of expect it to be a slightly lighter for some reason. I don't know, maybe because whiskey gets a little lighter as it ages, but maybe I don't know. I mean, I guess, no, that's not true. Whiskey gets some color, but...
Yeah, actually it does.
All right,
Yeah.
well, we'll start with this one maybe. How's that? I want to hand that to you.
If you try the white dog, then I'll try it again. Chocolate?
I don't taste chocolate though.
Mm-hmm.
Some caramelization. I mean, I see what you're saying.
It's like a.
It's a caramelization. Like at the bottom
It's
of
like
the
a
pot.
caramel chocolate. I mean, that's the closest thing.
So what happens when brewing is at the bottom of the pot in the kettle, sometimes you get like a burning that occurs naturally because it's at the bottom where the heat source is, right? That's what it tastes like to me. Like something's been caramelized at the bottom into the beer, a slight hint of that caramel chocolate, but nothing really chocolate like a stout or a porter.
No, it's more like milk chocolate.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. A light chocolate.
Yeah.
Well, let's compare it to our whiskey
Friend.
version, friend.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad. This is very nice. Whatever. Maybe I'll
This
forget.
doesn't get smooth again, I would say.
Yeah.
Now, this instantly, I can smell the
Did you
whiskey.
fog
Yeah.
up your glasses for you? That's a different
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is a different story. This is the barrel.
Distinct whiskey aroma, right?
Yeah, and I have some vanilla tones in it too.
Yeah. And you can taste that whiskey and that vanilla.
Yeah, because
But-
the vanilla is from
Yeah.
the barrel itself.
And it actually makes the chocolate taste better.
That's better.
Because this one,
Now we got the complexity back again.
Yeah.
It's almost like the barrel
Yeah.
aging unlocked a lot of flavor profiles
Oh,
that
yeah.
weren't coming through from that beer.
exactly,
Definitely.
like that roasty kind of sort of. You said that I said caramelization. I was trying to describe the bottom of the beer, the kettle, right? This unlocked it, and that whiskey and vanilla that came from it made it feel full and round. Because this again, after tasting this one,
This
I'm just gonna say this tastes unfinished.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good way to put it.
Yeah, same thing with the aroma.
And the carbonation too. This was a rough CO2. This one feels almost like a nitro, very smooth and rounded. I'm a fan of this whiskey version. The Holiday Ale for me is the answer.
It's really nice. Really, really nice.
Smooth, finished, nicely carbonated, but nice and rounded. The vanilla and the whiskey tones complement and bring out the proper like chocolate flavor in it. Which, and certainly you found that before you tasted it. I didn't find it. I just found that kind of caramelization, but it's definitely present.
Yep.
I think you hit the nail on the head what you said about this one. When I tasted it after this one again, just leaves you wanting something more. Feels like it's like you said, just a little unfinished. Not horrible in of itself, but
Absolutely not. If we didn't have the second one,
right.
we would
It'd be, yeah,
possibly have another opinion, but there's
Yeah.
so much better.
I love tasting multiple versions of a beer, like either whiskey or a different version or a newer added. Like sometimes they have ones with an added fruit or something to that nature. I love tasting them in sessions like this, you can really find the distinct differences. Because you're right, by itself, this is a fine beer. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's nice. In fact, I would equate it to like a Sam Winter Log or something very crisp and clean. And you're like, oh, this is nice out in the cold, kind of, having a good time, maybe out in the sun, kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you compare it here, this makes it look like the bastard brother, right?
Yeah. And this is the beer you sit in front of the
offense, Tyler.
fireplace, having a nice time. Maybe it's a cigar or something.
Yeah, maybe in a bigger
Excellent.
glass,
Yeah.
right? A big snifter kind of glass.
Yes.
Yeah.
We may have done it was good, but we may have done a disservice by not trapping it into a snifter or
I
something.
think so.
Yeah, props to this brewery to having the foresight to do that. Take that beer and barrel age it.
Breckenridge out of Colorado. I mean, good job.
Yeah.
All right, now we're going to move on to this Goose Island Noel. Goose Island has a number of really good beers. I mean, don't get me wrong, they've changed some ownership in the last decade, and that
They also have some horrible ones.
that is true. But I'm excited, nonetheless. It is dark. It's got to get a little bit of that red in the light.
Yeah, that's Coke
right?
again.
It's like a yeasty alcohol.
I got nothing special from this one.
It's a little sweetness, but it's also covered by it's a dark Belgian. That's what it tastes like. Dark Belgian. Little sweet, little yeasty. Got a little bit.
But no Christmas
sour.
for me.
Nothing Christmas in this
Yeah,
beer.
once again, no Christmas.
That's why this ballad in French.
It's actually Spanish. It's Noel.
Uh-huh,
No
it's the
the.
same shit. Anyway.
Not my favorite from the lot we've had.
Definitely not.
Let us be. I mean, it doesn't taste horrible. It just
No,
doesn't
no.
taste Christmas.
It doesn't taste crispy. I've had other dark Belgians that I like a lot better. Like just in general.
Yeah.
If I had to describe this, I would just say, look, it's got a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of sourness. It's got a yeasty kind of flavor and aroma to me. There's plenty of Belgians out there that taste just like this.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Also not Christmas.
Which is also crazy though, because Belgians, all of a good Belgian has a distinct flavor associated with that brewery. Because they've got the wild yeast and everything like that. This almost seems like a bastardized version of a dark Belgian. Sorry, Goose Island. I really wanted to defend you, but this one is. I mean, it's okay. It's okay, but you didn't swing for the fences here.
But don't go for the Noel.
All right, now we'll move into the Rogue Santa's Private Reserve. I am a Rogue fan. I've said this before. I do like Rogue. I think they do some quality work. This is our largest bottle, so I'm going to have to test out the pouring quantities.
It's kind of red, isn't it?
It's a little brownish red, right?
Yeah.
Are you done? Shut your face! All right. It is, there's a little hint of red in there. Look at that.
is, for sure.
Oh yeah.
But it's hazy. Ooh, what's this? Hold on. I was not expecting this. Like a berry, maybe?
Yeah,
I think it's
kinda
berry.
pretty.
I think it might be.
It's not berry.
It's tart. Yeah.
Definitely berry.
Yeah,
Something in
that's something real.
What
Sour.
is that? It's a berry. It's a
It's almost like lingonberries.
blackberry or
No. It's not as sweet as blackberry.
it's tartar. Interesting. So I don't get any spices right off the bat, but I definitely get this berry, tart berry flavor right in there. In fact, I'd say this berry is foremost over everything. I can't get any roastiness. I can't get any malt. It's just so much. Yeah.
First, it is all these. I would say lingonberries.
That tartness of the berry.
Tangerines and
Lingers,
boysenberries. There it is. Tells us the answer.
Boysenberry.
It's the boysenberry I'm tasting. Oh, this is interesting. They have a whole descriptive side right here. Look at this. It's not
Tell
so
us,
much sweet.
tell us,
It's
tell us.
moving this way towards malt and fruit. Look at that.
I definitely get a lot of tart though.
I get the tart too. Yeah,
And the tart kind of, I think more so than anything else, lingers.
but
all
less
the way through.
funk, as they say. This is interesting. I mean,
I don't feel that much malt. I mean, it says
Yeah, I'm
full
not so
malt.
sure I agree with this.
I think it's full fruit, not full
Yep.
malt, and definitely full tart.
Right.
Oh, they kind of.
A little sweet.
Belgian style dark ale with tangerines and boysenberries. Yeah,
Tangerines, okay.
I can say I kind of get the tangerine, but the boysenberry is 100% in your face.
Yeah, I taste a little bit of citrus.
You can smell the boysenberry too. It smells like one of those like cheap pies you buy, like the the Quick Trip or something. You know, the little in the paper package. Honestly, I can't say I love it.
I was just gonna say that this is not my favorite.
It's a beer. It's not a fruit drink. It's a beer.
No, it's
but
beer for sure.
I'm not
but
loving
it's, no, me neither.
Where are you,
I don't
man?
know.
Where's your head?
I mean, once again, I don't know if I would correlate this with anything Santa related.
Good point.
That's too.
I mean, anytime I have anything fruity, tart, I'm thinking, spring, summer.
Yeah. This is a little too dark for that though, but you're right. This is a tough one to categorize because it's
Yeah,
definitely not
color
Christmas.
aside though, I mean, taste alone, I wouldn't associate it with anything Christmas.
I mean,
But
yeah, maybe a weird spring summer beer, a little darker than it needs to be for summer.
I can't agree with the other guy. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, that guy, the damning guy. It has a bite to it.
Yeah, if only Gentleman was cowboy, he wouldn't even know what to do with this.
he'd be like, it's smooth.
Yeah, like
No
this
bite.
smooth.
No,
as
this is
a-
not smooth.
smooth as a high school girl in a Camaro. Well, it's interesting they have food pairings on the back. Goat cheese, roasted duck, and grandma's fruitcake. Goat cheese and roasted duck? Yeah, this absolutely. Grandma's fruitcake, I don't know. I mean, this got too much fruit already.
I think the
Yeah.
Jack would be too sweet for this.
I think so too. It'd be sweet on sweet, right?
Yeah,
Maybe.
Yeah.
But
goat cheese would be maybe great.
maybe
I think.
a goat cheese duck sandwich.
Why not, right?
We're classy here. We do that. That's how we do it. Sounds like tomorrow's breakfast.
I actually never. Yeah, first time for me.
All right, well, guys, I mean, this for me is not for me. I mean, I taste the
Yeah.
boysenberry. It's not mine. It's Belgian style dark ale with boysenberries and tangerines. But
It is unique, but
well,
It is
Santa,
unique. I go with you.
I hope you're not bringing this to me tomorrow.
Santa, don't.
All right, now we're gonna move on to the Prairie Christmas Bomb. You've seen our prior Deconstructed Pact video. We are a big fan of this bomb.
Really? Okay.
So having the Christmas bomb is gonna be a special
Not
treat
too
for
much
us.
for that guy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a small bottle, man.
It's a small bottle. It's for children. Not children, no. I'm sorry. We're not advocating children drinking.
Or anything else.
Prairie Christmas bomb. All right. Dark as night.
Yeah.
Tan to brown.
I
Have
was
you seen it?
brown.
Have you seen a head this brown?
no,
It's
I
brown.
can't say I have.
Oh, coffee.
Coffee and dark chocolate.
Smell the complexity.
This is heaven on earth, guys.
I mean, it comes in with the coffee. It goes to the chocolate, and there's another sweetness, like a candy sweetness behind it. Vanilla. Vanilla.
Yeah, there's definitely some
I
vanilla in
I
there.
think Santa Claus brought that to us.
We stopped here first before you left.
Yeah.
He said, "You fat guys."
Need something really good before
Yeah.
Christmas.
He knew that we were here to celebrate.
This is, I mean, these bombs are my favorites.
Well, there's a complexity
Yeah.
and a simpleness at the same time. There's some
Gives
flavors
you
so
exactly
easy.
what you're looking for.
Absolutely.
Kind of finish is simple.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You go through it. Again, coffee, chocolate, vanilla, and a bonus sweetness, which must be the Christmas element. And then it's gone. It's nice.
Yeah.
If you drink coffee, or you like dark chocolate, this is definitely the beer for you.
Definitely get that punch too, though.
It's no joke. I believe it's 13%. Yep. Merry Christmas.
Merry.
All right, now we're moving on to this Hardywood Original Gingerbread Stout. I've been looking forward to
Did
this.
you say hardwood?
Swedish people making jokes. All right, well, hey, I've been looking forward to this for a while because this one, when we bought it, I said, this could be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Tried to pour your light.
That's a much.
It says the Virginia roots. This ruined me.
What's on your mind?
Speaking of Tyler, made with baby ginger from Castle Monte Farms, wildflower honey from Bearer Farms, Hardywood Ginger Stout captures
Definitely
the
gonna be
terroir. What's terroir?
There's a lot of more, yeah.
I feel like I just turned denim cowboy. What terroir of
That
Central
Prairie
Virginia?
That's really
It is-
fucked you up.
It's really dark. But the head, look, in comparison to the Prairie Bomb, it's not as dark at the head.
No, it's not.
Not as dark. It's pretty close.
And this,
though.
this aroma, it's got a
It's definitely
bready
gonna
aroma.
be sweeter than Prairie
Yeah.
Bomb.
All right, I taste the gingerbread. It's definitely got a light chocolatey, a little roasty, not coffee, but roasty.
Have it's smoked something.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Something.
It tastes like a lighter Prairie Bomb.
You taste? Oh,
I have this almost like not bacon, but smoked.
Mr. Eastwood, do you taste the smokiness?
Yep. There's definitely a smokiness to it.
I mean, so I taste it as a roastiness, not a coffee, which might be this smoky kind of, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I
for
taste
me.
a little bit of that sweet chocolate, and I taste a little of the gingerbread. Not as much as I expect to taste. I expect.
I mean, I'm kind of brought up, not really, but anyway, on gingerbread, and
that is what they feed Swedish children.
it
Gingerbread
is.
stout.
It is together with vodka
Yeah,
to make them go asleep.
it is true because otherwise they won't have
But I
enough
can't-
hair on their chest to raid an English village.
Yes.
I get a little bit of gingerbread, but
Not
as
much,
I
right?
mean, for a beer named after
Yeah,
gingerbread.
Yeah.
I expected this to be gingerbread
Mm-hmm.
forward
Heavy, yeah.
and everything else behind it. This is gingerbread behind the roasty and the
And
chocolate.
it's subtle.
It's not bad. Again, this is not bad. This is very good. Wasn't there a pumpkin beer Hardywood? One of them?
Oh, can't remember that.
But it was
last night.
days ago.
Yeah.
I think that Hardywood, this is my estimate over the only two beers I've had from them, that they are trying to hide the flavor that's in the name behind other flavors to make it a subtle flavor. Because the pumpkin we had from them was not 100% pumpkin. It wasn't just pumpkin in your face. And this gingerbread is not 100% gingerbread in the face. In the face!
Yeah, no way.
If I had to cut a clip into this video, it would definitely be Coming to America in the face. Just
Be
saying.
appropriate. But all in all,
It's not bad,
not
though.
bad.
I can't even see a little gingerbread
Alright.
pig in this one.
If I had to say one thing,
Gingerbread.
this is Imperial Milk Stout, cinnamon, vanilla, fresh local ginger, and honey. Honey. Hungy. Hungy is not a word.
Could be, but not here.
Hungy. Burnsy. Call your woman Hungy. All right.
Shout out.
Cinnamon, maybe. Vanilla, yes.
Yes.
Ginger, no.
No.
Honey,
Yeah,
maybe.
a bit,
Sweetness,
a bit,
yeah.
a bit.
If I had to say all together,
I
Not my
would
favorite.
say they lying.
but what they should have called it was delicious stout.
Yeah, that's the
If you
different
didn't call it
story.
gingerbread stout.
It is tasty.
Yeah.
There's no bread. There's no ginger.
But it's still
Yeah.
tasty.
Yeah, but it's not what it says.
I would almost want some of that doughiness of the, well, it wasn't included in this video, but the cinnamon roll,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're
Remember,
pretty
yeah.
good,
The
yeah.
wild leaf
where they
cinnamon roll.
really
Yeah.
pulled in that dough flavor. They
There's
could have pulled in
nothing
a
of this
bit of
in
dough
here.
with a heavy ginger.
Yep.
I think a 1 would have been more appropriate to the name, and 2, maybe a more delicious beer, but it's not bad, like you said.
All right. And now we're going to move on to our Jackal Brewing Redneck Christmas Stout, which is appropriate. Because believe it or not, we're a bunch of rednecks.
Pretty redneck.
At least me.
But like Alan Jackson said, it's alright to be a redneck.
I'm really looking forward to this because,
You are? Instead of brushing your teeth or what?
yeah, I mean,
Definitely expecting a lot of
first off, I'm
sweetness
going to
from
brush
this
all
one.
4 of my teeth. By the way,
You got 4?
no, if Denim
Yeah.
Cowboy, if Denim was Cowboy was out, I love that he was defending his 4 teeth.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have
Hey,
any real
He
teeth.
goes, I didn't get him knocked out. Oh,
It's definitely gonna be sweet.
Peppermint.
peppermint and coffee.
Yeah. And coffee, actually.
You got
Drink combination.
I got the peppermint, but not as strong as
You
I
don't
was
get the coffee.
suspecting.
we should switch
No, I got-
glasses.
I got the coffee too, but I was expecting a little stronger peppermint coming through.
It is there, I'll tell you.
Let's see what we got.
Yeah, peppermint's there, coffee's there, chocolate's there.
I mean, the peppermint's actually in your face.
Yeah, it's strong.
There's a lot of coffee.
Do you know what this is? Coffee and peppermint bark. Do you know peppermint bark, Joe?
No.
You
No
know-
clue.
You know peppermint bark, right?
You talk about the peppermint stick.
No, it's like chocolate and peppermint in that little like broken pieces.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fair
So
comparison.
Jackal is an Alpharetta brewery, right?
Yep.
It's up in North Georgia. It's a perfectly fine brewery. That's exactly what it is.
I must, yeah, it is what it is, but it's not good.
I can't say I 100% agree with you because if you're looking for a festive stout, this is. I mean, if you're stout,
I mean, this for me is like taking a good beer exactly after the moment you brush your teeth.
Yeah, I mean it's Christmassy, but I'm with Joe on this one. I feel like the flavors aren't fusing quite right.
they are
what I
definitely
mean?
distinct. Unlike the Prairie Bomb Christmas Bomb, which is smoothing them all together.
Yeah, that's
This
so
is definitely
excellent.
distinct
When you
pieces.
get one just transitioning smoothly to the next, and then it flows all the way through to the end, that really makes it. But for
I
me,
mean, this is
not.
toothpaste right in your face.
Toothpaste right in the face.
For
Well,
for me,
okay. So in my commentary, I would say this is definitely peppermint, coffee, chocolate. But you're right, they're broken into layers. Broken, not like we talked about layers earlier.
Yeah.
Smooth through the layers, that's the difference. The Prairie Bomb, right through the layers.
Yeah.
Very smooth. This
Seamless,
is
yeah.
bat, weird kind of.
Yeah.
Well, I will say we've had a number of great beers
We
tonight.
have really,
A number of not Christmas beers that I think we found.
Surprisingly.
but was good.
Yeah,
It's still good.
Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. I mean, the Sierra, great beer.
Yep.
Even the
The boysenberry one.
Boysenberry was different.
Kind of
Interesting.
crazy.
It's fun, right?
Yeah.
And the Santa, the Rogue Santa, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we even had that Evita beer, which was
That
interesting,
was
Yeah.
but not a Christmas beer.
Yeah.
And then we've had some great kind of Christmas beers. I would say that Christmas Prairie Bomb. It's unfair because Christmas Prairie Bomb is a Prairie Bomb. And Prairie Bomb is one of the best beers I've ever had.
Exactly. So that
And then-
was.
then we
We
had-
can't really
yeah.
compare with that one because it's.
Yeah.
It's
Top of the line.
taking a phenomenal beer
Yeah.
and just saying, oh, we've tweaked it a second. And then we had the Sam Adams all the way over here, which was
Even that one was
a
good.
nice
I enjoyed
Christmas,
that one.
a
Yeah.
nice beer.
Smooth.
But I would call it entry-level Christmas beer because it just came
Yeah,
kind
but
in.
between
Yeah.
that one and a couple of others, we said this is no Christmas beer. It's a good beer,
It's
but
true.
not Christmas.
Exactly.
And this is two-faced.
Well, hey, thanks for hanging out with the fat guys. Thinking of enjoying our non-fat guy, Mr. Fit
Look at
himself.
this fit guy with all his beard and everything.
Yeah, well, bearded Clint Eastwood is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? And we're happy to hang out with you guys. Give us a thumbs up if you like what we're doing here. If you like hanging out with the fat guys, subscribe. I mean, hey, what more you got to lose? And otherwise, if you know any of these beers, we'd love to hear about it. So, drink on and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Janne, ha en riktigt bra juldag.